Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Gemini. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of January 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month. Without a doubt, big moves are happening in the sky now. And it is going to be, as we begin the month, on the 2nd, that we are going to have a new moon to start a new year. Now, what I love about this new moon is that it is speaking in supreme harmony with Uranus, and that promises fresh energy, fresh insights, and brand new opportunities. For you, some of that new and next will feel like it comes out of nowhere and will absolutely feel fortunate for you. It is this new moon that is taking place in a part of the sky that has to do with your understanding of what meaningful change is, your truth, and connecting with it so deeply that it transforms you. It has to do with the transformative process, and in a more practical sense, this energy is connected to your understanding of power, how you align with it, your understanding of what's good and what's not good, what's taboo, what's not, in all areas of life. But also in a very literal sense, I will say, this part of the sky has to do with your relationship to financial institutions, your understanding of wealth, and how you align with that understanding. And so, on a more practical level, I think there are going to likely be a lot of Geminis out there who are tapping into this energy for its wealth-oriented promise. And so that is grants, loans, bursaries, insurance payments, tax returns, and benefits you may qualify for. All of that coming right to the surface at a time like this, the promise and the possibility of that. For others out there, this may represent a moment and represent a time when you are looking to attract new funding, you are looking to make changes where it comes to how you've accessed credit, and how you feel about that, and if it's working for you and if it isn't. I think feeling like you're starting the year wanting to get your larger finances right is going to be a feeling that a lot of Geminis have. But a lot of Geminis are also likely to feel like this year is going to be different, and they want it to be different. And insights you're having now are a part of you embracing that possibility of difference. But more importantly, this is the feeling, the energy, the emotional freedom that represents difference that you may be starting the year with. Wanting to feel different as you move through the world, wanting to understand what it means to be authentically you. And what is authentic power? Well, I think these matters are going to be very much on your mind in the first days of this brand new year. And your understanding of how to align with it, I think it'll come together very quickly. And whether or not you're open to it, some of the best insights are just going to come by surprise and can help you to feel remarkably different, more free to embrace a brand new year and a brand new chapter in many ways as well. Now, as we navigate further, January 17 is when we are going to have this month's full moon. That full moon is going to take place in a part of the sky for you that is also connected to finances, but this is money you earn and money that you spend. And it is also more personally connected to self-esteem and self-worth. And so I feel as I look at this full moon, well, look, it does have a supremely harmonious connection to Neptune. Neptune is at the very top of your sky, having to do with career and success as you define it. And so this may be a time when you are looking at aligning a more idealistic sense of success with your financial reality. But here's the thing, we do have Pluto standing across the sky from this full moon. And so if you think about how at the beginning of the year, you're wanting to get your finances right as part of perhaps your New Year's resolutions, this is going to be some reality check that could find you, that has you needing to be honest with yourself as to what that may require. But that isn't necessarily how this energy may play out. It does suggest a focus on finances, and I do want to be very straightforward with you here. That opposition to Pluto, well, it can suggest pressure. It can suggest power struggle, or feeling like there are factors there that feel really big. Sometimes it feels like there are factors there you don't have control over. But what you can do with this energy is do your best and surrender the rest. That really is the best and most remarkable way to use this moment and to use this time. You may be invited to redefine what prosperity means to you. What does abundance mean to you? It's one thing to look at wealth and resources. That's what you do at the new moon, rather optimistically. But by the time we get to this full moon, you're being much more literal, much more practical. You're able to look at what's coming in and where it is that perhaps you are expending time, money, or your own energy, and where that's working for you and where it no longer is. There could be a determination now to seize your empowerment, especially financially, and you can absolutely move yourself in a more rewarding direction. Ultimately, this energy asks for emotional honesty. What do the possessions you have in your life mean to you? Why perhaps you spend the way that you do? Now, the other layer, as I mentioned, self-esteem and self-worth. It's very possible that many Geminis out there don't experience this energy in relation to finances, but rather taking a very deep and profound look at yourself so that you commit that much more deeply to believing and behaving in ways that affirm healthy self-love, healthy self-respect. That may end up being the greatest gift of this full moon of all. Now, where it comes to matters of love, look, we have the very important, very profound energy of Venus retrograde season. We are fully in Venus retrograde as we begin this month, but it is going to be on the 29th that Venus will go direct. And while she goes direct, she will be speaking in supreme harmony with Uranus. Now, I love that energy. It's an energy of insight and freedom and happiness and new perspectives. Now, you add to this, at least as we're starting the month, we do have Mars in your opposite sign. And so there is this sense of wanting to connect with another person, being especially courageous, giving a lot of energy towards a particular person. But the truth of the situation, really the truth with capital T's here, of what's going on between you and someone you may be interested in, you, someone you're connected with, well, that will reveal itself to you by the time we get to the last days of the month, and it really will make all the difference. So for those of you open to meeting someone new, well, there is very likely someone, at least in your sphere at a time like this, at the very least as you start the month, you're very motivated and you're able to be especially courageous in connecting with new people. But by the time we get to Uranus trine Venus, with Venus stationed direct in the last days of the month, I feel like you're going to gain some very valuable insights. Now, that could be into the truth of what you're drawn to, why you're drawn to it, what the deeper need actually is. But it could very likely be the truth of someone that you've had in your sights, someone that you're interested in, and understanding whether or not that's something to navigate forward with. One thing is for sure, though, whatever truth finds you at the end of the month, it's like it is a psychological truth whose time has come. For those of you just starting to date somebody, well, look, I see a month like this, and especially the end of a month like this, is very all or nothing. You are interested in profound experiences, a feeling of fate. That has been a signature of this Venus retrograde season. You get to the end of the month, and in an instant, you will understand the more profound move, the soul urge that has had you connecting with this person. And what you realize, it'll either have you all in or all out. if I'm being very straightforward with you here, what it is that you come to realize, well, it helps you to garner some very valuable insights into what you really want and who this person actually is. And I feel like this energy is very much like ripping off a Band-Aid. You see some truth about them and realize some truth about yourself. If you like what you see, well, in an instant, the bond can deepen, profoundly so. But if it is that you don't like what you see, well, it will be at that time that you will be ready to move in a whole other direction. And for those of you in an established bond, well, look, a lot of this Venus retrograde energy might have been playing out in the context of your partner's income, in the context of you understanding the resources that the two of you share. And it might have felt like there was some uncertainty at certain points around these very matters. Well, look, in an instant, a lot of that is going to clear up. That journey will lighten considerably as we get to the last days of the month. But for all that, at least as you begin the year, you are feeling that much more focused, that much more motivated to make something happen, to make something count with this person, or at least wanting to be more present with them. But as we get to the end of the month, well, that is when you feel like you get to some truth of some situation that might have felt ongoing for much of this month. And as you connect with that truth, you're able to be that much more honest with each other about your feelings. As you get clearer about your feelings, you understand more what you want to do about it. Now, for most, the overwhelming majority of Geminis out there, the truth that finds you deepens the bond. But for a small percentage of Geminis, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, I see this Venus retrograde as sort of a last effort, a last hurrah, if you will. And it is going to be, once Venus goes direct, trine Uranus, that you will gain the insights you need to go in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, wow, what a powerful time. I'm going to say the new moon to start the month. I really think that is in many ways the star of the show. Of course, Venus retrograde is a very big deal. Venus going direct, trine Uranus is a massive deal, a change that you will feel. And I want to add, look, your ruling planet, Mercury, does go retrograde this month as well. So be kind and patient with yourself as you navigate this time, because there may be some confusion in the air, but that confusion is likely going to be more related to international matters or financial matters. But you will find your way forward. In the middle of the uncertainty, there's also moments of insight and sheer clarity. And that clarity will guide you to make important moves, transformative changes that stay with you well after this month is over. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every single week for every single sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Link is in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.